Hey guys, Granokage here from Critical Effect doing a little announcement on our public PVE fleets. We run 2 of them so far, and I think it's time that we really let people know about it and try to get the word out there as much as we can because they've been quite the success. Our goal of getting people into Wormhole space, getting them intrigued about Wormhole space, and hopefully getting them to stick around in Wormhole space has truly been working out very well. We really believe that the only thing best for Wormhole space is just more people playing in it. And so our goal of getting people out there, getting them over their fears of getting in the hole, getting new players up to speed has really been working out. Now, if you're an experienced EVE player and you're seeing this video, we do accept volunteers that want to come help out, teach people the game. We do warn you though, vets don't get payouts. None of us experienced wormholers helping out here have ever received a payout. Most of us already have a way to make some decent money, so giving people new to Wormhole space, giving people new to the game the money is really the chance here that we have to impact the community. Now, if you're new to EVE Online, how can you get involved in our fleet? Go ahead and join the chat channel Critical Public PVE. In order to find this chat channel, go ahead and go to Social, Chat Channels, type in Critical Public PVE, then click Join. In there, you'll see instructions on how to join the mailing list to check out all the fits. You'll see updated times on when the fleet will run. We typically run on the weekends. We are bouncing around on time zones. We have done US, EU, and next week is planned to be Russian. In the books, we got German too, so long that there's enough Germans in need of this fleet. We did have a bunch of Russians apparently come up, so we're 100% willing to do multi-language fleets. Now, if you are going to be flying with us, you're going to need a ship, obviously. We highly recommend you at least get the ship we have as the T1 Nubro. It's a Vexor Nubro ship, 22 million ISK. If you can't afford it, let us know. We will buy you the Vexor if you're new enough. If you're not new to EVE and you've been around a while, we have more developed fits, more tier 2 focus fits. We even have tier 2 ships, such as the Zealot and the Ishtar. So, wide variety. We do ask you take the best thing that you can afford and can skill into. If you need just a little bit of money to afford something bigger, let us know. We might help you out. But more DPS, the better. It just goes by quicker. Now, depending on how new you are to this game, you might have fitting issues. If you do have fitting issues, it might be because you haven't trained enough skills, or you didn't use your 1 million skill points for free. So I'm going to shamelessly link my referral code so I can get that nice-ass Concord skin. And yeah, if you're a brand new toon and you didn't use a referral link, use a referral link. You can immediately inject enough skill points to get a good fit ship for this event. Get yourself straight into a Vexor, straight with enough skills to fit everything the way it's supposed to be, and you will be set off nicely. Now, if you don't do that, you're going to have to be like my station spinning alt here, and you're going to have to modify your fit a little bit so that you can actually fly it. In this case, I took off a drone link and reduced the CPU, so that was an easy fix. Now, all links talked about or mentioned inside this video will be available in the description below, so please go down, check that out. And with that, I am done talking in post. I'm going to put a little clip from the last event we did, event number 2. Show you guys the chill pace kind of interactions we have between a bunch of FCs, directors, corp leaders, people involved for many years. And I'll leave the Laserhawks director to introduce himself over here. He's non-stop insightful, so that was a great pleasure to have around.
We're not that huge.
Huge, but 80?
Yeah.
80 people, that's enough to really be, I would consider that a large wormhole group.
Stage.
I mean, keep in mind that in most fights we use like 2 or 3 accounts each.
Yeah, I mean, artificially it's boosted by alts, but yeah.
No, I'm more interested in, you know, the psychological part of it, like how many people do you need to know? Or,
Okay, so basically it goes like this. You got your friends who you might know in real life who will play with you, so that'll be like a 3-man group, 3-human group. And after that, you'll have about 10 to 20, will be a nice small man group. And then medium-sized groups can be 20 plus human beings. And I think once you get to 40, that's to be a large group. In Wormhole space, there's about probably 10 large groups that are known. And then a lot of them fall in the category of medium-sized. And then there's a couple smalls out there. I mean, there's a lot of smalls out there, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the majority of it, I think.
Alright, Hank, you can go ahead and dock up. I got this covered.
I'm still jumping back through.
Also, keep in mind that, for example, Laserhawks, even though we have a lot of people, we have people all over the world, so it's 3 complete time zones, like EU, US, and Australian.
Yeah, if you want
So
to
you
have
can
local
divide
control.
that number by 3, basically. Like,
I'm
yes,
sorry.
sometimes we
Here-
might get like a lot of dudes from a ping, but that's not like a normal.
Are you actually connected to Laserhawks?
I'm a Laserhawks director.
Oh, nice to meet you. I've had some good fights with you guys.
Yeah, those happened. Like, now, actually, more than recent years, I think. We had 4 good fights in the last week.
Wow.
I baited you guys with my sigil. It just wasn't expecting Laserhawks to get baited. So that sucked.
Activation.
That was my scout.
Another big thing when you're in Wormhole space is being on comms with your buddies, because that's going to save your ass so much pain.
It's not just that. Like, for example, in Laserhawks, we have a fairly strict rule that if you're not on a TS or Discord channel, you should never undock. Simply because there might be something happening, like we might be hunting for somebody or like baiting in home or something like that. And you can screw that over just by undocking and showing up on D-scan. So basically, before doing anything, join comms. That's good practice.
So if we saw a third saber that said Saber Fleet, what would we? You know, like I'll probably call that out if I saw that.
Yeah, Cry
That's
Wolf.
that's strange.
That means we're about to have a fight, and to kill the saber when it lands. And a lot of what you do in Wormhole space will eventually get to a point where you're like, can we take this? Can I shoot it? Because there's a lot of guys who will just straight up rat in their praxis, and they're like, look, if someone wants to jump me, that's cool, because they let their buddies know, hey, I'm going to go rat over here, so if I call for help, be ready. And you'd be surprised how many wormholers will sit for hours letting someone rat as bait, hoping someone jumps them.
I mean, people are generally grateful if you bring them content.
Yeah, that Raitaru that we passed, that's our Raitaru that we put up for this op.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
So you put a Raitaru in an empty wormhole just for these public fleets.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
And we did it because we had some issues with the logisticals last time. So this time we thought, let's just put our rollers in here. That way we can swap back and forth from rollers to sabers if need be. And
Yeah, I guess it simplifies stuff a lot.
Yeah, there are plenty of empty holes, and like radar costs like 400 mil, which is next to nothing.
Really? I thought these structures was like expensive, but I never dealt with them.
No, the Ratarus and Astrohuses are really cheap. Like
Cores are usually more
400.
money.
Yeah, Astros cost like
Blue Fire
600.
2x3.